Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to my third video log for the term. I hope you enjoyed having a look at the induction assembly, but today I've got a very special guest with me, Mr. Nick Owen, new head of middle school. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick, you've been associated with Billanook for a long time. Can you tell us a little bit about your Billanook journey?
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. I started here in 1999. I was invited by the then principal, Mr. Alan Ross, to come on down and teach VCE, Outdoor and Enviro Studies. Back then it was Outdoor Ed. So I started in 99. I looked after the outdoor education program, so the camps program, as well as teaching units 1 to 4 VCE. And I continued that until about 2007, where gradually I moved into a role as Director of Schools Victoria for the Outdoor Education Group. And that saw me leave the classroom and leave Billanook, although I maintain lots of collegial friendships here. And then 2 years ago I applied for the househead role and worked in that role 2013 and 14, and now 2015 here I am as head of middle school.
So you're now 6 weeks into your new job as head of middle school. What's been the most exciting part of the job for you so far?
Yeah, well, I think there's probably two strands to that. For me professionally, it's been really exciting. Like, I love my job, and I say to people I really, really love my job. I think the opportunity for me personally to move into an area where your influence is broader has been really exciting. For middle school itself, I think we've done a really nice job. I think the students have been exemplary at making a really smooth transition to a new year for each of them. So middle school's running very smoothly. But I think the most exciting thing is that amidst the status quo, there's a real sense of change as well, and that's an exciting change. And for example, the Discovery program is really at the frontier of an exciting new year and an exciting long-term adventure.
And your sense of the students' response to the Discovery program in years 7, 8 and 9?
Overwhelmingly positive. Yeah, excellent. I get a lot of feedback from parents. In fact, the other night we had the Year 7 information night, and a number of parents, one of whom was a lecturer actually, was commenting just how far in advance of universities and many other schools we are in terms of that program. But the feedback from the students and the staff has been fantastic. They're really engaged. I think the challenge as time goes on, particularly in Year 9, is to maintain that enthusiasm and allow students to continue to go at their own pace and in their own direction. I think that's the challenge for us within that program, but I think it's been a huge success.
Yeah, no, that's great. Through your work in Outdoor Ed, you've had a lot to do with students in that middle school age group. What do you think's so important about middle schooling for students in years 7, 8 and 9?
I think the first thing is that middle school fills a gap between primary school, where I think most of us would agree there's tremendous enthusiasm and energy for everything that a primary student does, and the senior years, where students have a really strong sense of the end of a journey, the beginning of typically another journey into tertiary study. And in some respects, they have a really, really strong sense in senior school of what they have to do and when they have to do it. I think in middle school, too often, in too many schools, they're years of just holding rather than actually accelerating or extending or enriching students. So I think the real challenge in middle school is to take lots of risks and to head in exciting new directions and make sure that we lay tremendous foundations for the senior years. And of course, it's also the time where developmentally students are moving into adulthood.
So the rest of the year, there's a lot of exciting things happening in middle school, isn't there? Particularly starting, I suppose, in a couple of weeks' time. What's happening in middle school for the rest of the year?
There's too many things to even say, but I mean, we've got some exciting developments with Anzac Day. We've got City 9 experience. We've got Year 8 camp, Year 9 camp. We've got a tremendous new opportunity with the transition program at the end of the year. We've got just every week there's something. It's extraordinarily busy time for middle school.
In a couple of weeks' time, Year 7 are going to be moving out of the building, aren't they?
Yep. It's really exciting time because at the end of Term 1, the Year 7 building, as it is, and it was the first building built here at Billanook College, is due to be demolished and replaced with a very exciting new Discovery Centre. So in the next couple of weeks, we transition Year 7s into new rooms in the Year 8 building.
Yep. Okay. And the Discovery Centre's due to start at the start of Term 2, and of course be ready for the end of the year, isn't it?
It's that simple. Yeah. That's the plan. A new building beginning day 1, 2016.
I hope you've enjoyed spending some time with Mr. Owen, and I certainly look forward to our future video logs. Thanks very much.